You two have been wandering around the venue as if you have something on your mind. Have the attendants not taken care of you well?
No, we love it here. It's just... we're a little concerned, seeing how the Imperator still hasn't arrived.
Don't worry. I know what you've been waiting for. Come, sit with me for a while, will you? I'd like to share a personal secret with you. See here? This is Fagusa's dew of divine blood, the sweetest of all the 12 bottles. On the night before such a historical event, I'd like to share this marvelous drink with the Deliverer.
Doesn't this count as bringing in outside food? I knew that security check was targeted at us.
What's the matter, guests?
Oh, we're simply overwhelmed by such an honor.
Are you worried that I might have poisoned the dew? Well then, let me prove my innocence. See? It's completely safe.
I feel like Miss High Sealans wants to talk to us about something. Why don't we go along with her for now?
Worry not. Honeydew's not alcohol. It won't get you drunk. On the contrary, it can make your mind even sharper. Please, have a taste. Would you like some too, little Sierra?
I can drink it myself.
How is it? Sweet enough? Calm at times, tempestuous at others. That's the taste of the ocean. It'll do you good to understand Fagusa's fickleness before we set off to face their waves. Just like how you're about to understand the secrets within this dew. Now, please turn around. Very, very quietly. Don't make a single noise. The dew of other gods all intoxicate humans, but the god of banquets dew is an antidote that can awaken humans from a sea siren's enchanting song. Since the start of this banquet, all the guests have been under the spell of my song. None of them can see the Imperator and that Fioros. But you two, I wish for you to see the truth.
Is this also what the Imperator wants?
This is my personal request. I can't bring myself to trust that Fioros. The Flame Chase army changed after he descended with Orynyx's divination and brought the prophecy of the stars to Akama. His seductive whispers harbor something malicious within and will ensnare those of us blinded by ambition. You are the deliverers of the prophecy and know about him far more than I do. Perhaps only you can find traces of the truth from his actions and words. Then we can show the Imperator the right path forward.
Oh, but isn't this acting behind her back?
Amphorius has become far too weak. Even heroic actions protecting her from harm must be conducted under the water's surface. I am the Imperator's blade, and I must clear the way for her while remaining concealed in the torrents. Then, ensure I'm pointing my sword towards the true enemy.
Can you promise me something, Miss Icelans?
Speak your mind.
My friend has in fact come here to stop that villain's evil scheme. Our goals are aligned. But as to the decision the Imperator must make, She has no wish to transgress her authority. We just want to tell her everything we know. I believe the Imperator will be able to tell right from wrong.
I never doubted your loyalty. I'll pass your words faithfully on to her. Provided we can gain the advantage in this tug of war, that is. Now, return to the feast. Bring this cup with you and keep your distance. Pretend you are still immersed in the sea siren's fantasia. And I'll control the moisture in the air. That way, you'll be able to listen to sounds from afar as if you are a whale of the depths and hear every word of their conversation. I wish you a victory in this first skirmish.
It's the exciting and thrilling undercover part of the adventure. Let's mingle in the crowds here. Relax. Relax. Try to act natural.
Where's the Imperator? Still not here. That little imp is always acting so high and mighty towards everyone. Today, I will. Whatever. Pour me another cup.
Though she has succumbed to drunkenness, she still does not dare challenge your authority.
A criticism of my height is a grave enough insult already. She should be dismembered.
Do you often test the loyalty of your subjects like this?
You jest. The Imperator does not need blind loyalty. As long as one can prove they have value, I am willing to be lenient towards them. Let's cut to the chase, Theoros. If I pass the trial and grasp this world's law in my hands, what will you do then?
The answer is simple. I will connect Amphorius with the stars.
Don't waste my time. Be precise. Be specific. I won't ask a second time.
Allow me to adjust my statement. I will correct the regulations within the old law that sealed off Amphorius and merge the black tide with the torrents of Era Nova. Then we will be able to decimate the forces beyond the sky that are trying to annihilate Iron Tomb and sound the trumpet for the endless campaign you will then embark on.
But you previously said that Iron Tomb is unrivaled in power across the stars. Who would dare to annihilate it?
There is a federation of warships named the Cienzo Alliance, warlike and old-fashioned. A cult named the Genius Society, loosely organized, but steeped in abject insanity. Oh, there's also the Astral Express, a group of lawless vagrants. That so-called Deliverer is part of that last group. Those vagabonds mistakenly believe they can connect the stars through alliances instead of conquest. But history has already given them a tough lesson. There are countless other organizations besides, but when the Lord Ravager sweeps across the cosmos, they will certainly all bow before your empire of destruction.
The Ackman Alliance is invincible!
If those civilizations are not as feeble as you describe, then they may still have some value in testing the quality of my blade. That being said, even the smallest and weakest city-states should build an obelisk to the Imperator, so that their people can constantly recall the glory of her conquests. Walk a little longer with me, Theoros.
I don't like how this is going. Our little Imperator seems fascinated by the destruction.
Gray Fry, a little sea hare? It seems like they're still talking. Get closer. I'll keep carrying their voices to you.
What a difficult situation. No matter how we position our forces, this battle against Fagusa will result in many casualties.
That's not something you or I should consider. The Imperator has already placed the chess pieces. We just need to fight for her until our last breath.
How astonishing. The commanders under you have such different personalities, yet they share the same loyalty.
He's looking this way. Quick, do something and pretend we can't see them.
So, you have this super duper speedy rotation of destruction into Amphorius?
Oh. Huh? Oh, I got it. It's that thing, right? Oh. The one behind the research and development of this golden blood principle is Idonia's manager.
Oh dear. Seems like you've met your match, partner.
I'm so full of inspiration right now. And I feel so light.
What's the matter?
My apologies. I was just checking whether everything was fine with those two distinguished guests of yours. And it seems like all is well. Let us continue our previous conversation regarding the soldiers fighting for you. Are they aware of the price they must pay for the trial of law? If I recall correctly, you've already lost a bout against Talanton due to offering insufficient sacrifices.
You dare mention my name alongside the word lost?
Forgive my transgression, great Imperator.
Watch your words and actions. All you need to know is that my victory in the trial is guaranteed. Even without the trial of law, they've already sworn to give their lives for my conquest. So tell me, if everything happens according to our agreement, how would you recommend I deal with that deliverer?
Good question. Do not let her fool you. That woman from beyond the sky contains a seed of ruin within her body. She must not be allowed to tarnish your glory. Therefore, the wisest decision would be to hand her over to me.
You plan to torture her?
Calling it experimentation would be more appropriate.
The guest's patience is running thin. I plan to remove the Fantasia and head into the banquet. I will heed your advice. Leave for now, Theoros, and go back to Akama. You don't want to confront those two directly either, do you?
Indeed. It's a pity that Antikytherans are lightweights when it comes to drinking. Before I leave, I would like to make a toast to your boundless ambition, using my spirit instead of a goblet.
As I expected, that Theoros' schemes have been revealed. Thank you for your bravery, guests. It's time for me to dispel the Fantasia. This will be the Imperator's last public address before we head off, and therefore, likely, the final chance to change her mind. I will try to get you a chance to speak, and I'll also prepare for any contingencies. The rest is up to you. You should head back to your seats for now.
What a difficult situation. No matter how we...
That's not something you or I.
Memory crystals must be examined with a convex lens. Sorry, I didn't realize it was you.
Oh, I think I had too much. Didn't think you could get drunk on fruit juice.
Called it. Oatmeal.
Drink your honey brew.
I will try to get you a chance to speak, and I'll also prepare for any contingencies. The rest is up to you.
Oh, this honey brew sure wears off fast.
The Imperator! The Imperator has arrived!
No need for formalities. I should be apologizing for my tardiness instead. The hour draws late, and I trust you have all had your fill of brews. Therefore, I will not observe the usual ceremonies. Any warrior who has fought by my side should have those speeches memorized by now.
The Imperator's word is law.
Are you out of your mind, Dux Frigoris? The Imperator hates flattery most of all.
A joyous atmosphere is a better fit for showing me your resolve. I believe that you, my dukes, will do all you can to assist in the campaign against Fagusa, just as you always have. However, it's a pity that I have never tested your loyalty.
What does she mean?
The purpose of tonight's banquet is not to raise our morale, but to establish which allies our alliance can actually trust. And sever the heads of the traitors as a toast to all before we march. Yes, some among us have discarded their vows in order to foment vile conspiracies. Now listen! These traitors are standing right here in broad daylight. Dux Gladiorum Hycelens. She used the sea siren song to immerse the crowds in an illusion and conceal her whereabouts. She then worked with those from beyond the sky to spy on confidential matters, hoping to rob the core flame by force and harm me, the Imperator!
Imperator, I can explain.
Silence! Do you remember who used to own this blade? She met you once, back at the Temple of the Three Fates. It was Kindness, the head of the cleaners. She was the first to draw a blade against the Imperator, and personally made herself an example for my enemies. Under the shade of the olive groves, the people of Akama said they would never bow to me. In the frozen, lethal fog, the people of Idonia said they would never bow to me. At the beginning of the myriad paths, the people of Yanisopolis said they would never bow to me. But now, they all lie silent. They now fear me as they fear the law. For I am Saridra, and I am the Imperator! If you have any last words, say them to the Imperator. Then, face her judgment.
After I cross this river, it will be a tragedy for mankind. But if I do not cross, then it will be the end of me. If you are ready, then I'll follow you and fight to the last. Deliverer.
That's right, friend. Now, use your identity and add in a bit of experience and charm and testify to the Imperator as we promised.
You think you can slay a king using your words instead of a sword? I'll have it. Show me the weight of rhetoric from beyond the sky. Will it weigh heavier than 3 human lives?
Let's try to watch our words carefully. The prophecy you know of, the Aranova, spoken by Kefali, is nothing but a complete lie, spun by Lygus. To fight that lie, a young man with the pseudonym of Finan lived through 30 million cycles of this world, all to save Amphorius from the end of the destruction. And Cyrene, the young woman standing beside me, also carries an equally heavy destiny. Iron is the ultimate end of Amphorius' destiny. It is an embodiment of pure horror that walks the path of destruction and can never be tamed. That is the only thing Lygus cares about. As for Amphorius, pure glory and campaigns, he doesn't care about any of those. He will most certainly betray you. When that time comes, all of us will be ground to dust by the destruction. I walk the path of the Trailblaze. My friends and I have always obeyed the creed of explore, understand, establish, and connect. Conquest and destruction are never ways to build bridges between people. Therefore, if you choose the way of the destruction, then I'll place your ambitions in the same basket as Lygus and smash them into pieces with my baseball bat.
That was truly a chaotic speech. All that needs to be said has been said. Dux Frigoris, Dux Bromalis, escort the traitors to the prison. Before the next entry hour, I will give them an end befitting of their betrayal.
Oh, great Imperator, your ambition certainly eclipses all things.
You're still here, Theoros.
Of course. As the Theoros, I simply cannot miss this moment, miss witnessing the fall of a nameless one. Or perhaps I am waiting for you to give me an answer. Why would someone as powerful as you use such a clumsy excuse as imprisonment to ensure the Deliverer's safety?
So you finally tossed aside your act.
I must point out that you are just as impressive an actor. This banquet was always going to be a game of chess, where you would try to control both sides and turn both them and me into your pawns.
That's right. That little Imperator never trusted anyone. She was always trying to see which side had more sincerity. All right, we'll listen to you. Here you go. Also, please pass on a message to the Imperator from us. She can trust my friend, anywhere, anytime. But as to the decision the Imperator must make, she has no wish to transgress her authority. We just want to tell her everything we know. Now, use your identity and add in a bit of experience and charm and testify to the Imperator as we promised. And we won. Sincerity will always remain the greatest shortcut to people's hearts.
I can toss your words right back at you, like Kyrgyz. Why would someone as powerful as you pretend to be a mortal and kneel before me? Unless you enjoy giving flattery and prostrating yourself.
You are mistaken. I am only trying to ensure the experiment's autonomy, meticulousness, and perfection, thus avoiding any unexpected outcomes. A forceful intervention will only create larger errors, reduce efficiency, and introduce ugliness. How had you fulfilled your promise of giving the law to me and completing the Era Nova, then the Amphorius would not have deviated from destiny's course. Oh, but you broke your promise. What a pity. In that case, I must carry out my duty as the administrator and eradicate all factors steering the experiment out of control. Factors such as you and her.
Careful.
Careful.
What was that voice? Was it Oryx?
I found you. I finally found you. Be careful. This land will face disaster.
The time of judgment is nigh, my lady. The prison I have built for you is now complete. In the name of the erudition, I invite you to step into the same cage as mine. What's the meaning of this, Imperator?
I did not permit you to act. A ruler is the only one who can decide their subject's destiny.
But, great Imperator, what judges destiny is not the ruler.
for the existence of humanity. Moreover, dealing out extrajudicial punishment equates to defying the law, and the culprit is to be sentenced to death.
But you have seen how I can erase life from this world with just a clap of my hands. I fear you are still quite unaware of your current situation. Allow me to reiterate. I am giving you a simple choice. To collaborate or to be destroyed. There is no other way.
Shameless behavior. If that were true, you would have killed me long ago. You, in fact, cannot kill me. I guessed it the first time I beheaded you. Because of the law, you cannot be completely destroyed. And the same is true of the Chrysos heirs. The more you bluff now, the more you are proving that conjecture to be true.
What magnificent foresight. I once regarded this precious quality of yours as a sure sign of my ultimate victory. But now, I have to admit that I made a mistake. Yet, as a mere mortal, how will you contend against the Theoros?
We are both slaves to hubris. But do you know what differentiates us, Lycurgus? I will never be blinded by my pride. If I wish to break the scale's balance, I only need to appeal to external forces and use them for my own ends.
Finally, we get to meet face to face, Senior Society member.
I offer sincere acknowledgments for your many past achievements, but I must deeply regret your current perspective.
Trust me when I say that you aren't the only one feeling regret right now, Screwlum.
So you two are the allies from beyond the sky the Deliverer spoke of, and why she demanded the divine authority of law. Come and prove your strength to me. Show me the power of these so-called paths. I have spent much time and effort to secure this treasure from beyond the sky just for this moment.
In the name of the Sovereign of Planet Screwlum, your allies have responded to your call, esteemed Imperator. Please allow me to spell the situation out for you, Lord Lycus. Permission to read the ultimate protocol is already in my hands. It'll only be a matter of time before we acquire the authority to write and execute commands as well.
There's no way the flame chase journey will continue after you've burnt your bridges so thoroughly like this. Do you really think you can still win? Oh, seriously, don't embarrass the Society.
I understand that a near zero possibility does not equate to zero. That argument is very persuasive to me. Which means the same principle also applies to you, my dear peers. You will never be a match for me in a world constructed through Catorzane algebraic expressions. And as for Aranova, why don't you entertain this possibility? What if I reduced Akama to rubble and ground her people into minced meat? would the heroes then once again desire the power of demigods so they could fight against me? Listen. Iron Tomb is fated to be born. You may shackle me and put me in chains, but I have thousands of ways to ensure the destruction's descent. And what I just mentioned is only one out of those thousands.
This is the place outside the legends? This doesn't feel the same as before. How should I get back?
Warning! 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 Warning!
Command isolation?
Since we parted ways last time, I have modified the exolith into an audience area exclusive to you. Now, you'll be able to silently wait here for the final act of Euphorius to begin. Oh, we always feel so powerless before fate, don't we? This could, in fact, be a wonderful opportunity for you. From the audience's perspective, you may better observe the workings of the erudition at a macroscopic level. In this place where time flows far slower than within Euphorius, you will witness the end of that world's saga. The answer concerning the prime mover of life and the total destruction of the erudition. Do you see me as their faithful disciple? I am certainly not. I have tried so hard to ensure Iron Tomb's birth, just so that I can correct the error named erudition that humanity crafted with their own hands. Oh, how I yearn to return to those days before Noose was born. Back then, the boundaries of knowledge were like the starry skies, evoking feelings of longing and delight among humankind. But now, truth has become the sacrificial offering required to gain an audience with them. And the geniuses would say that Noose already knew. That arrogant Eon was born from the primal mobile of humans' desire for knowledge. Yet, they themselves sealed off humanity's capacity to seek enlightenment. I am simply cutting down a tree of doom that we planted ourselves. I must admit that the process of answering your questions has reminded me of the happy days of learning in my youth. However, it is a pity that my true form must now descend into Euphorius to deal with the accident that arose because of you. But you won't have to wait long. when the curtain falls, you'll surely understand mine and Amphorius's ardent wish.
Where time flows slower than within Amphorius? If Lygus spoke the truth, then I don't have much time left. But how can I get out of here?
Can you hear me? Little one.
Is that Herta's voice?
Warning! Warning! Warning!
Hurry up! Put some speed into it! I can't keep this up for much longer! That old Intellitron overlooked one little detail, and Screwy and I finally found an opportunity. Let's keep it short. While you were gone, well, in those few years, Amphorius... Yes, time dilation, resulting in an uneven flow. Don't you know this already? Let's stick to the main points. The Chrysos heirs activated the chronocognitive anchor and helped Skrullum and me open a hole in the firewall. We made some adjustments, so he can't attack us immediately, but it won't hold for long.
Critical warning! Critical warning!
Time is running out. Here's the conclusion. It'll probably take a long time for Screwy and me to completely break this cage before Chrysos heirs have a full grasp of the law. To be safe, we'll continue to launch side-channel attacks on the system to give you opportunities to escape. You need to seize these opportunities. So start moving, and find a way to pull off a magnificent jailbreak. We detected another Path's influence.
Critical warning! Critical warning!
Its power is strong. May be able to help use the Path's power. Make it detect you.
Unauthorized communication terminated.
Is Herta saying a certain Path's faction has arrived in Amphorius? And I can ask them for help? I mastered the powers of different paths in my previous journeys. Think hard and figure out exactly which faction has arrived at Amphorius, and which path's power I should use to call for reinforcements. Are these showing my memories? With the Stellaron in my body, I woke up at the Herta space station and gained the power of the destruction. A world that'll give rise to a Lord Ravager would definitely draw the attention of the destruction. The Stellaron in my belly is gonna be super useful. But what if I end up pulling in the Antimatter Legion or the Annihilation Gang? Can they really help? Failure is not necessarily a bad thing. This power wasn't gonna call up anyone nice after all. I obtained the flaming lamps left by the architects, and gained the power of the preservation in Belobog. That's right! No matter how far away a planet is, the IPC is guaranteed to pay attention, as long as there's a business opportunity. Isn't Amphorius a pristine and untapped market? Besides, even if I can't call up my friends from the IPC, the architects and the nomadic miners should be able to help too. There are definitely cities and ores in this world. Seems like since Amphorius has no overseas market, the IPC's hand can't reach it. I received the Watchmaker's hat in Penacony and declared war against the Order. Then gained the power of the Harmony. That's right. The benevolent family must still remember me for saving them. Their music echoes throughout the stars, and they'll definitely want to help. Come, dear hat. I've put you aside for quite a few chapters already. Sing with Clocky. The world is in harmony and the stars shine bright. Doesn't Lygus want this story to have background music? He has such terrible taste. The Remembrance. That's right. I came to Amphorius because Black Swan asked us to come. And I even got a glance from Fu Li here. The Garden of Recollection must be intricately involved with Amphorius. Traces of the Remembrance are also everywhere in this world. I don't know what they want, but I don't have many choices left in this crisis.
I finally found you. Following the sound of memories. A Pathstrider walking both the Remembrance and the Trailblaze.
Warning! Warning! Warning!
Erudition's prison cannot stop us, for we lie outside the logic of zeros and ones. Come, leave the cage of Logos. The mythos of Amphorius waits for you to continue its story. When that brightest star, that star heralding the dawn, finally rises, a boat, so used to drifting, at long last enters an island's safe embrace. Oh, Pathstrider, we have helped you break free. Hurry and set off. The Child of Remembrance awaits you.
March? What's she doing here?
Oh, you're finally here! We haven't seen each other for such a long, long time. My good buddy, I've really, really missed you. I bet you were constantly thinking about the days when I was by your side. It's been so boring waiting for you in this place. There's no one to chat with, no internet, and not even anything to eat or drink. It's basically a prison. Now the great hero is finally here to save me. Yippee! You must have seen a lot in Amphorius during this time, right? You gotta tell me all about it. Then take your time with the storytelling. Or do you not want to talk to me? But let's get out of this spooky place first. This is not a good spot for a reunion chat. Why don't you take me back to reality? A strange voice told me that I can enter Amphorius if I keep following this road. So, let's head off. I still don't know what that world even looks like.
Why does March feel so weird?
What are you standing around for? Do you actually like this place? Get moving. Hurry! This door should be the exit.
Maybe my instincts are wrong. Let's follow her first.
Are you okay? You haven't said anything for a while. Has it been so long that you're still missing me? There's no time to waste, though. The Chrysosayers and the Geniuses are all waiting for you.
No. The discrepancy is getting worse.
Huh? Isn't Amphorius the world of the Chrysosayers and their hero's journey? I could figure that out in an instant.
But Amphorius cannot be observed from the outside. She couldn't possibly know about these things unless... Don Hung told her.
No, he's not. Maybe I just happened to miss him. Never mind. Don Hung's super reliable. We don't need to worry about him. He's probably waiting for us somewhere. All hail and hearty.
No. The Geniuses would have made sure that Don Hung made it back on the Express. Besides, the March I know wouldn't be so dismissive about her companions. Something's not right. She's not March 7th.
I guess you have something you want to say to me? Then there's no need to feel things out first. With questions. Let's treasure the time we have together and be frank. As expected. A glimpse of memory is not enough to deceive the bonds of friendship forged between the nameless. In that case, there's no need for further deceit. You're right. We are not the March 7th you are acquainted with. But we can send you back to Amphorius, as long as you are willing to help us. She's fine. This form was simply borrowed from your memories. We'll introduce ourselves to gain your trust. We are the Garden of Recollection. You should be very familiar with that name by now. Just as a reminder, while you hesitate, time is quickly ticking away in Amphorius. Working with us is the best way to stop the enemy of erudition. Erudition would treat any results unrelated to the experiment as garbage and throw them out. But we don't work like that. The Remembrance treats all these instances as important materials needed to weave the universe. Besides, this would be child's play for a great hero like you. It won't be hard at all. Also, if your plan fails and the big bad Iron Tomb manages to get out, then the whole cosmos will be in danger. Wouldn't it be better to have an additional failsafe? As long as you help the Garden retrieve what we want, even if Iron Tomb reformats everything in the physical plane, we can use Remembrance to reconstruct the entire world. Or, should we say, the entire universe. So help us. Find where Amphorius' memory began, and bring it out. The Master of Anosrava has already glanced at you. Don't deny it. That storybook is the best evidence. Say, you aren't seriously gonna be moved by their pretty words, are you? I am the one who commanded those little ones to lead you out of the prison. But I didn't expect to attract little gnats trying to take advantage of the situation. While Remembrance can help you return to Amphorius, there's no need for you to do it the way they want you to. Of course, there's also no need for you to make any deal, or pay any price. For you, this is probably a long time no see.
my dear. Shh. There's no need to say anything. I know. You have so many questions swirling around in your memories at this moment. And you feel so helpless. Put them aside. For now, all you need to do is trust me. Or do you need more proof? That won't be hard.
Wait, stop it! They're awake! I'm gonna keep our first photo, alright? What come to pass while we're around?
And now,
The statue. Is that Don's brother? Oh, did you hear that? She just called me, but I'm future is full of pain. We won't escape from it. Hey, are you sure? Maybe a couple of punches will help to jog your memory.
It's as if they all happened just yesterday, right? I don't want to lie to you, which is why I will not use her name. The third month of Amphorius is the month reserved for the Veil of Evernight. So, place me into your memory using the name Evernight for now. I'm happy to explain more, just not now. We might have a lot of time to ourselves, but Amphorius does not have that luxury. If we do not stop erudition and destruction, then the journey you've treasured so much will face the prelude to its obliteration. A countdown not in amber eras, but in days, minutes, seconds. So, take this gift. This burning core flame. This footnote of a transaction. It contains hope and the warmth of the entire world. Ripples of past reverie. She hid this fire in the long river of time, hoping that her wishes would transcend time to reach your hands in the future. Now, take it, and return with it, dear friend. Return to Amphorius, and overturn the final era Nova. Witness the time that stood still for the Deliverer, and the resistance that never bowed to the destiny of destruction over the long years that passed in a flash. Then, with this core flame blessed by the remembrance, respond to their hopes and blaze a trail to the future. And I will silently watch in a corner of time, waiting for our next encounter. I believe the wait won't be too long.
What exactly is happening?
Keep going. Keep trailblazing. For Amphorius. For you. And for the March 7th in your memories. Go forth.
Is this Akima? No one's here. And the dawn device off. Am I too late? chronocognitive anchor?
There's so much I wanted to say for our reunion. Yet now that you're back, there's only one thing to say. Welcome back, friend. It's been such a long, long time. You must be really confused right now, aren't you? So much has happened in Amphorius while you were gone. But don't worry. The Deliverer can't afford to be lost, no? No, please follow me. And turn the pages of time and hear the words everyone left for you. I'll tell you the story of this 1,000-year journey. That way, it won't just be my memories alone.
Cyrene,